If you buy Returnal 2, aka SAROS, you're an idiot. Listen you Sony ponies. It's that time again to bring the belt for you disgusting cloppers. Because if you buy something as wasteful as SAROS, then it's for the better that Jameson Lee Kaiser, also known as the King of Gaming, the King of YouTube, the realest YouTuber on the internet, the 1000% fact-spitter, King of powerlifting, King of books, leader of the real gamer movement, has to be the one to smack some sense back into your dumb ass for doing something as stupid as buying a overpriced garbage first-party scam from Sony. How anyone can still be a fan of Sony despite all their bullshittery is beyond words. Like holy mother of check disc 666, SAROS? Made me feel nothing but sorrow. Like, are you fucking kidding me? This is the game that made all Sony fans their dicks hard and pussies wet? For a fucking terrible Contra ripoff out of all things? This confirms it. No matter how shoddy a game can be, if enough idiots are taking the bait by their e-idols or garbage channels such as IGN, guarantee it will be a success. Which is fucking disgusting. Whenever it will be a monthly fad or a long-term icon, it doesn't matter at this point. Sony ponies have gone fucking haywire. Their shilling campaigns have only gotten more extreme. They treat their Sony Wi-Fi box as if it's a product from God himself. They call anyone that dares to expose their insanity the most insufferably cringe-worthy insults possible. Like for example Xbot, Nintendrone, PC Master Racist, iPad Kid. Hot damn, for a console that can barely sell their first-party games they sure have the guts to embarrass themselves online for our own amusement, I gotta admit. As much as I despise you Sony dicksuckers, you sure are professionals at being the laughingstock of the gaming community. But I suppose that's what happens when you successfully convinced a bunch of drooling cross-eyed low IQ bad taste having losers to buy your underpowered garbage consoles for 31 years. Hell, most of the fuckers that own any PlayStation console only has third-party games on their library. Be honest Sony fanatics, leave your bias aside and think about it with an open mind. How many times have you visited someone with a PlayStation 5 that hasn't have at least one copy of FIFA or Call of Duty? Sony has no good first-party games. Never did. All garbage shovelware that struggles to get a decent net margin simply due to nobody normal giving a flying fuck about them because of how much they suck. Fact, not an opinion. You think a new Ape Escape would ever outsell a new Call of Duty game? Hell no. Okay, then how about a new Parappa the Rapper game versus a new Sonic game? Nope, Sonic wins, no diff. Fine, then what about a new Ratchet and Clank game versus Bubsy 4D? Dude, are we dead ass? Bubsy stomps Ratchet and Clank. Both sell Wizen in a fight. That is a fact, not an opinion. So now, after closing a fuckload of studios, charging $900 for a Picosecond 5 Pro, and adding DRM for no reason, Sony's recovery plan is basically,
hey guys, remember that absolute flop that we made like 3-4 fucking years ago? Yeah, let's just sneakily recycle everything, slap a new main character with a new AI-generated title name and charge $70 for it.
And, you idiot, still failed for it. You paid $70 for a Returnal DLC. All Sony needed to do is to bribe these idiots from IGN to hype y'all up by pretending that SAROS is the second coming of Christ, but in reality this is the second coming of Returnal. A game so terrible Housemarque almost got packed cause of it. Haven't these fuckers learned nothing? How many times do we have to say this, Sony and Housemarque? Nobody fucking cares about these movies games with 20 hours of cutscenes. Sony, just go focus on your movie business. It's clear that movies seems to be your strong suit. Your games suck and are nothing but overpriced movies in disguise. Sony, do all us real gamers a favor, stop making games and go back milking your cash cows, aka Spider-Man and K-pop Demon Hunters. It's not like Sony will ever make a game that will have as much sales, will have as much of a cultural impact as the GOAT of all first-party games, Halo. Xbox is where the real gamers go. Xbox always had the better IPs once again, fact, not an opinion. You Sony ponies can cry about the facts all you want. Go spam your ad hominem attacks on the comments, go ahead, I dare you. Make yourself a prime example for my subscribers on what a worthless subhuman failure looks like. You are the same motherfuckers that advocate that a $900 console with no disc is good. Clip pity clop clop, go on and eat your slop. We won't join you, because for us real gamers that operate on higher level of thinking, SAROS is fucking trash. Do not buy SAROS. This game fucking sucks.